जय श्री माता जी। हम सभी श्री माता जी के श्री चरणों में प्रणाम करके अपनी कुंडलिनी उठाकर बंधन लेंगे। We will all bow down at the lotus feet of Shri Mata Ji, raise our kundalini and put ourselves in bandhan.
Shri Sahasra Swami Moksha Pralayani Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha
इसी ध्यान की स्थिति में अब हम सब श्री माता जी की अमृत वाणी को सुनेंगे. In this meditative state, let us now listen to Shri Mataji's Amrit Vani.
There is no fanaticism of God. Like somebody is now has to go to a doctor, see a doctor. Then fanatic person might say, oh, I'm not going to see the doctor, I'm not going because mother has told me that she's going to look after me. And when she gets sick, she'll come to mother and fight. Mother, you had told me that you look after me, and how is it I got sick? This is fanaticism. What is surrendering? Deep down, you should say, it's the mother. She's there. She's my doctor. Whether she treats me or not, whether she cures me or not, I have nothing to say. I only know her. I don't know anyone else. It's very logical. The logic is that mother is the most powerful thing that you know logically is true. And if she is so, she'll cure me. But if she does not cure me, it's her power, it's her will. If she wants to cure me, she will cure me. If she does not want to cure me, how can I put my will upon her? Like the dedication of Shri Ganesha, that when his mother said, all right, between the two brothers, Kartikeya and him, the one who will go round the Mother Earth first will get the first prize. Now poor Ganesha had a little rat on which to move. But wisdom he had. And Kartikeya had a very quick moving peacock which used to fly. He looked at the peacock and he said, who is greater than my mother? She is Adi Shakti. What is this earth? Who has created this earth is my mother has created her. Who has created this sun? The mother has created. Who is greater than my mother? No one else. Why not go round my mother only? What's the need to go all round the whole earth? And much before Kartikeya arrived, he was sitting with his present in his hand. His innocence gave him this wisdom to understand. That's what logical is. It's very logical. And also logical it is that mother feels my pain more than I feel. What will you say when Christ was crucified for his mother? She was Mahalakshmi herself, so powerful. She made her son sacrifice his life, suffer like a human being. It was too much to make your son sacrifice when you have all the powers in your hand to finish everyone there. But it was a very delicate job to create this Agya Chakra. What does that mean? Does that mean that he lacked something in his devotion? On the contrary, she was so sure of him, of his devotion, that she could ask him to do that. So when we expect mother to do something for you, the people who say, all right, mother, I'm giving this thesis, or I must get through. All right, give a bandhan, you get a thesis. Mother, I'm trying to discover this, all right, you have it. Mother, I'm trying to get this job, you have it. Now, It's the other way round. How many have dedication that of Christ? None. This is a fact. Why is he the eldest brother? Because no one like him. He went through all those horrible sufferings because he was part and parcel of his mother. She suffered much more than him. He also went through that suffering for a greater goal, for a greater happiness, for a greater life, for a wholesome life. That is real dedication. But the false people can take advantage of this. When they make the people suffer, they say, after all, you have to suffer. See how they make it up. You must suffer because, after all, you must suffer, otherwise you cannot rise. That's a very subtle understanding. Very subtle it is. That will make it clear to you that inside yoga, first you are nourished, you are brought up. You are trained, you are made alright. And all the things that you, after that, the sufferings, are no more sufferings to you because you have become the spirit. Nainam chidanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavaka, na chainam kledayantyapo na shosayati marata. It cannot be killed by any instrument. It cannot be thrown away or blown away by any wind. It cannot be burnt by any fire. There's no way you can destroy it. That is the spirit that you are. So the nourishment has been given now. You have grown up. You are nourished. People, when they see such yogis, they are like flowers. See their faces, they glow. How confident, how dignified, how beautiful. But for what? To be the wheels of the chariot of God. You have to bear the brunt and the sacrifices, which are no more sacrifices to you because Spirit gives, it never sacrifices. Its quality is to give. So you don't sacrifice, you just give. First the mother has the labor pains, alright, she has all the problems, alright. When the child is grown, then he stands by the mother. He is the proud son. She is proud of him and he is proud of her. They stand together. They fight the battle together. That's only possible if complete dedication and preparation for the future life of a Sahaja Yogi you accept. A life which outwardly looks to be a struggle, a problem, but inwardly is most fulfilling. Once upon a time, when Sahaja Yogis come to me, to them even to sit on the ground is too much of a sacrifice. Even to take out shoes is a big sacrifice. Yesterday in a program, 3 people walked off because they were asked to take out shoes, as if somebody was making them bald-headed. They just walked off. But why to grow in Sahaja Yoga? to grow, to stand up, like great children of a great mother. The work is tremendous. It's not for mediocre people to do this job. Frightened, fearful, arrogant, cheeky. They cannot. They have no mettle. So, the dedication in meditation. Complete dedication in meditation must be practiced. It's not for your good now you are doing, so-called your. First you were a little baby, a small thing. Now you are that collective being. So you are not doing anything for yourself but for that collective being. You are growing to be aware of that whole which you are going to become. Your jobs, your money, your wives, your husbands, your children, your father, mother, relations. These considerations are over now. You all have to take up the responsibility of Sahaja Yoga. Every one of you is quite capable. You are brought up for that. Do whichever way you like. Whatever are your capacities. With full dedication, you'll get it. Dedication is the thing. Complete dedication is the only way you can go further. There are some Sahaja Yogis who are half-baked. We have to drop them. They can't help it. You don't have sympathies with them. No good. If they prove all right, we'll bring them back again. But you leave that to me. You don't put your effort or put your attention to them. You have to come up. You were seekers, then you have found it. Now you have thrived over it. Now you have grown up. For what? Is to stand up. As I am facing you today, you have to face the others. You have to face the people. Dedication doesn't mean that you don't talk of Sahaja Yoga. Many people think that keeping silent is the way you are dedicated. Only in meditation you should be. But you have to get out of that shell. Tell all the nations and tell all the people all over the great message that the time of resurrection is here now at this time, and that you all are capable of doing it. If somebody tries to sneer at you for that, with understanding, wisdom, try to say things. Individual likes and dislikes must be sacrificed. I like this and I like that must be given up. It doesn't mean that you all become like machines. No. But the enslavement to this I must be given up. Enslavement to habits must be given up. You'll be amazed once you are dedicated, you will not eat much. You may not eat at all sometimes. You wouldn't even remember a food. You wouldn't even remember what you have eaten. You wouldn't even remember where you slept, how you slept. It's a life that will be like a telescope, expanding. You will create your own visions and complete them, fulfill them. You look so simple, ordinary people, but you are not. In dedication, in complete devotion, you have to do it. Now, not for your own gain, for your own achievement. That's over now. It's for completely getting out of the mire and standing on the land, singing aloud the praise of your Father. Those who are in the mire, what music can they give? What songs they can sing? What security can they give? What help they can render to others? You have to be out of it completely. Steadfast. Wisdom is needed for that. Steadfast. Every moment. You need not blame the left side and right side for that. Nothing. You just get out of it. Cling on to. The Parabrahma has come to look after you. Cling on to it. Even the death has to go back. Then what about these minor things? Now the name of your mother. Is very powerful. You know that is the most powerful name than all other names, the most powerful mantra. But you must know how to take it. With that complete dedication you have to take that name. Not like any other name. You know that in India when they take the name of Guru, they fold their ears, taking the name of the Guru. Means while taking the name, if I am making any mistakes, please forgive me. It means that. This mantra is a very powerful mantra. Only what you need is the dedication, the dynamite of dedication. Today I told Rita that all the daisies in England have fragrance now. She couldn't believe it. She said, I've never known that. On the contrary, I always felt that daisies had no fragrance and they were very funnily smelling flowers. I said, all right, these daisies you have just go and smell them. When she smelled it, she was surprised. The name. How subtle it is. They are the most fragrant flowers of England today. Just the name. Which means Nishkalanka, which means Nirmala, which means completely without any mala. What is this mala? Is this Maya? Without any Maya, nil, Absolutely. The joy at the Sahasrara is called as Niranand since long. Since ancient times called Niranand or Nirmalanand. So many call it as Nirmalanand or Niranand. That joy is the joy that you enjoy even when you get crucified. That joy you enjoy even when you are poisoned. Even on your deathbed, you enjoy that joy. That joy is Niranand. So be prepared for the second phase. You are in the front. It's very little time I need. But I need really people with steadfast wisdom and dedication. Steadfast. Even for a second it should not go this side or that side. Then we can progress faster. We can go ahead, fight the battle. Perhaps now you are aware of the subtleties of the negativities, how they work, how they use their power, of course, which is limited, to destroy God's work, and how you have to be alert, equipped, and dedicated. This I can only talk to you. I cannot say to the people who come to Caxton Hall. Some of them are half-baked. Some of them are absolutely new, naive, and some of them are absolutely third-raters. But here, as you are before me today, I want to tell you very frankly, as Krishna had told only Arjuna, Sarva dharmanam parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. There's no other way out. Vraja means the one who is twice born, like a solid personality. When you are solid, then you must dedicate. When you are perfected, then you must dedicate. It will help you to get out of the mire, and then it will help the great cause. No one understands that why Mother is trying to help us. Oh, they think she's too generous. I'm not. I have a lot of common sense. Because you are the ones who are capable of manifesting God's joy on this earth. You are the flutes which are going to play the melody of God. You are going to be used and maneuvered by God. I am doing all this to perfect you, to be the most beautiful instrument of God, to be the right instrument of God. I don't know if you understand how sweet, beautiful life it would be. The life of dedication, with understanding, logical, completely dedicated, extracting all the nourishment and dedicating it for a higher purpose. Something like the leaves extract the sun's rays and give color, achieve color for themselves, for a higher purpose that they can be used by human beings later on. Nothing on this earth works out the other way around. Everything works out for a purpose, but such an unselfish, such a wide, such a great, dynamic purpose. You become the ocean, you become the moon, you become the sun, you become the earth, you become the ether, the firmament, and you become the spirit. You work for all of them. All the stars and universes you become and take up their work. That's what it is. Because you have jumped onto your principle, onto your tattva. That's how you jump onto everybody's tattva. But be dedicated on that tattva, because I am the principle of all these things. I am the tattva, tattvamasi. I am the principle. Keep to your principle. I am the Kundalini. I am the essence. We can only understand dedication of something which looks bigger in gross ways, which appears bigger in a gross way. But we cannot dedicate ourselves to something that is so much subtler, which is so much minuter, which is so much deeper, which is so much effective, which is so much dynamic, so universal and so eternal. We cannot think of dedicating ourselves to that. We can surrender ourselves to somebody who looks like a mountain, who comes to oppress us like a mountain, who is like Hitler, who is like a false Guru. But to surrender to your subtler being, which you cannot see with your eyes, which is not audible, but in effect is so powerful. Like the atomic bomb. When the atom is split, when it is not split, it's everywhere. But at the subtlest point, it's so dynamic that when you separate it, it becomes such a dynamic force of destruction. As your attention has now penetrated into the subtler side of this universe, get deeper and deeper into the urge that takes the end of the root to the source of water is the same as the source. Your Kundalini is the same as the Adi Kundalini and its power, the Parabrahma. All these things are to be understood after realization and after maturity. Before that, it's not possible. That's why for the last 8 years I didn't say these things to you. I was always on a very patronizing and sweet terms with you. And always I made you feel that you are obliging me. There's no obligation. Now beyond all these conceptions, you have become yourself, now ready to be responsible, to be what you are made for. Like the ship is built, it's brought to the sea, tried and found out to be seaworthy, to sail out now into the sea. So this is the second phase, where you have to sail out, when you know everything about the ship, everything about the sea, with complete freedom and wisdom. You have to sail now, not afraid of any storms or any hails or any typhoons, because now you know your job is to cross through. May God bless you. May God bless you. Should we meditate for a while? Can you put up the lights? Such vibrations. If you can form a chain, you'll be able to ride.
अब हम श्री माता जी की आरती करेंगे. We will now offer आरती to श्री माता जी.
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना। सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतार के कर दिया उजियाला, माँ कर दिया उजियाला। कलयुग में माया है, कलयुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधुर संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधुर संगीत सुन लो। होए सके जो सेवा, होए सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी, महासरस्वती, महाकाली, त्रिगुणा श्री आदि शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
श्री माता जी, आपका कोटि कोटि धन्यवाद माँ कि आपने हमें आपके श्री चरणों की आराधना करने का यह अवसर प्रदान किया। थैंक यू श्री माता जी फॉर गिविंग अस दिस चांस टू वर्शिप योर होली लोटस फीट। जय श्री माता जी।
Mm-hmm.